Jamie is going to share a little bit. She has seen this video about 10 times. Come on up. And she's going to share a few more pieces that are in that video that you may or may not have seen. So Jamie, with her cape.
Superhero music. When I put my cape on today, I flashed on my now 23-year-old. Well, that too, but I flashed on my 23-year-old when he was little. For about a year in his life, he wore a dish towel around his neck. And he's got this great scar right here where one day he was trying to see if the cape would fly behind him. And I put it on today, and instantly I was like, dun, dun, dun. I am too a superhero. I can conquer anything. And this is what I really wanted to happen this morning with my team trainer for stage 2. Check this out.
Look what I walk in with today.
Superheroes. Okay, so, oh yeah, who am I going to harass today? So, what was the summative assessment in your mind? This is the audience participation part, and yes, we should have done a think, pair, share, but you already did it. What was the summative assessment for this? Yes, Darlin.
Presenting to the engineers.
Presenting to the engineers. What were the other components that these students had to do, and you might have to infer? Because I missed it the first few times that I saw it. What were the other things, the other parts of the assessment that are embedded in here?
We said they actually had to build the prototype. We didn't think they were building an actual airplane wing, but we thought a prototype. They had to test it, collect the data on its effectiveness, and then reflect about, and it was okay if it didn't work. You just had to have been able to do the analysis to say why it didn't work and to say what maybe you would have tried differently the next time, because that's even more important.
So they had to have this prediction journal where they talked about their prediction and what happened, and if it failed, they had to keep that whole thinking about what they did. Was there another one over here?
They say what you were going to say.
So data graphs, yes.
Another thing this brings up for me is a conversation I think we need to have around hard grades versus soft grades, and where is your performance evaluated against? And this, like middle school, high school, is it our job to teach them responsibility? I would say probably yes. But if a kid can pass your class and show you demonstration of skills on the content he's supposed to get, but won't turn in any homework assignments, you know, he should probably pass, in my opinion. But some of you are going, well, but he won't know how to do it in college. Well, so it's a big topic here is you know, is it that we get them to go through all the steps, or is it that they demonstrate something?
So Holly, would you hand Remy a mic? Remy, I want you to tell us about what was on the news this morning, because it really fits with what David just said about preparing kids for college.
So the Today Show is really a great staff development time for me, and our professional development time for me. And there's a girl somewhere, I don't know where she's from, but she, and you might have seen this story too, she went on that Call Me Maybe, na 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 na, na 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 na. She did this whole dare thing. So she made up this whole song.
Yeah, Dare Me Maybe.
Dare Me Maybe, that's right. And so she said, you know, dare me to do things online. She's appropriate, thank goodness. But she had donations coming in. So she took all these donations and she presented a check to this small center that helped autistic children, and she gave them $22,000. So that was a really cool opportunity for her.
And what did they say about preparing kids for college?
And so then it transitioned to 9 News, and right after this story, they said, you know, University of Phoenix has done this research project on what corporations would like from us and where we need to fill the gaps. And we've heard this study kind of before, but it's their new take on it. And the first things they said were critical thinkers, problem solvers, innovators. So really what we're doing is leading to higher ed, to the corporate world, and beyond, and to innovation. So, yeah.
So those kids who are standing up in front of the panel and doing this presentation, that they have an audience of real engineers, and it was 3 columns, so there's the peer evaluation, the engineer evaluation, and the teacher evaluation. There's also the part about interview notes, the collaboration rubric. He talked about the design process, that they would turn in a formal lab report. The first time I saw this, I only thought it was the summative assessment. I missed all of the other little things that you can infer are in there.
Thank you. Would you guys be excited if you had a teacher who was doing something like that? Yeah, I think absolutely. That's great. And it looks like most everybody voted highly effective or effective. And I know that there was some dissension on all of the components. But I think overall, you'd say this was a fantastic, real life, rigorous assessment. Yeah. Question? No? Okay. Want you to stand up, and we're going to play some music. And when the music stops, you're going to get in a group of, look at me, okay? And with that group, you're going to brainstorm what you think could have been some formative assessments and interim assessments for this project. Okay, so stand up, music starts. When it stops, you're going to get in a group of 4.
I love that they're trying to do this.
I know.
I'm like, no.
All right, Steph. All right, brainstorm formative and interim assessments for this.
No, she's nothing that day. Yeah, so I don't know.
When you guys get to a stopping point, you can go ahead and take a 10-minute break. 10-minute break.